Alright, so I just wanted to quickly show you everybody my build. Um, I would say it's a very fucking powerful build, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I'm rocking, how to rock it, how to optimize it, etc., etc. So first things first, the sniper itself. Okay, I've got very lucky with dropping this sniper. It's taken me quite a long time to drop the sniper. So we've automatically got 171% headshot damage. The cap is 172, so that is the highest you can get drop weight at the moment in 1.7 is 172%. So I've dropped 171 and a huge base damage of 157k. Obviously that's going to vary with the amount of firearms that you've got. I'm pretty much maxed out on firearms, as you can see, 10206. So all of my mods, all of my gear is all in firearms, but I'll show you that in a second. So talents, I've got discipline, brutal and elevated. Now ideally I would like disciplined, brutal and deadly, just for the extra crit damage. That would be a lot better, that would hit a lot harder. But finding those talents on a sniper as hard as this is obviously going to be very rare. And I haven't got the blueprints to craft any yet, so I can't just go mad crafting. So for mods, magazine, it's basically personal choice, but I've gone for a high velocity for a little bit RPM, and you've got the crit hit chance and damage there. So basically you want to be stacking for headshot damage, even though on the suppressor I've gone for crit hit damage there. That's only recent I've changed that from a from an Omega, which is headshot damage, because it does about 100k more DPS. I'm literally finding bits and bobs just to up the DPS the tiniest amount. So 100k each shot is not very much, but it's more. So I've got it on. So yeah. Anyway, magazines, personal preference. I was rocking extended mag, but now I've gone for a high velocity with crit chance, crit damage, and rate of fire. Optics, no brainer, it's going to be a 12 times headshot damage, accuracy, crit hit damage. Ideally you want to be going for headshot damage, crit hit chance, crit hit damage, but I can afford to skip out of that because I've got the disciplined. Muzzle, I've got crit hit damage again. There is no headshot damage muzzle, I don't believe. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, yeah, nice one. No, crit hit is all. What are we looking at? The muzzle. I'm being an idiot. I'm being a huge idiot. Of course you can get, yeah, the Omegas, but I've just swapped the Omega out for that 90% crit hit because I've just got the SR7 suppressor, 19% crit hit damage, and you've got headshot damage there too. With the Omegas you've got headshot damage, which is like 18.5, but you've got no additional like crit hit damage. So I decided to go with that because, well, you do, but it's like the percentages are higher. So I got the higher percentages, 19% hit damage, crit hit damage instead of 18% headshot damage, and I've got 5.5% headshot damage instead of 4% crit hit damage on the Omega. So it's just adding in percentages, and it's just working out 100k more DPS per crit hit, which is good with the discipline. That would only work the discipline. If you didn't have discipline on your sniper, I would probably go for the Omega and the extended mag or something like that. Large underbarrel, small grip red, that's a no-brainer. It's crit hit damage all the way. None of the others, I mean, they give you reload speed and whatnot, but crit hit damage is going to give you the most DPS you can. So this build is basically like a glass cannon. I'm sure you hear that a lot on YouTube, and other YouTubers doing their thing with their builds. In PvE it doesn't make much of a difference because you've got your heals and stuff like that, and PvE is really easy, so I would say in PvE rock this, you'll have no problem. I wouldn't rock this setup in Last Stand. I do rock another, but that's Deadeye, but we'll go into that in another video maybe at some point. So that's the sniper. Your secondary, you can, it's your choice. You can do what you want. You can go for bullfrog, LVOC. But I've gone for a Navy MP5, just for the crits, and it's got self-preserve just there, which is quite nice. And pistol. Now, depending on how you're going to play this build, the pistol is going to be quite important. So I've gone for a high RPM pistol, because I tend to rock shield, and hide behind the shield while I'm marking enemies for the Sentry's Call. So if you didn't know what Sentry's Call was, you've got accuracy, headshot damage, semi-automatic weapons mark the enemy, headshots only, increasing the damage inflicted on the target by 5%, okay, up to 3 marks for the 4-piece. So if you don't have classified gear, you can get the 4-piece pretty damn easily, and then you could probably run Ninja Bike and run like a 2-piece Deadeye or something like that. But if you go unclassified, which is the way forward, I would say, okay, set bonus, you got accuracy, you got more headshot damage, good. Here we go. NCP targets can now receive up to 6 marks. After the 3, every headshot on the target has a 50% chance to spread, so it spreads, and at 6, your headshot damage on target is increased by 100%, so it doubles your damage with 6 marks, and it spreads. So what I tend to do if I'm going up against big groups is switch to shield, and I'll mark one up as much as I can before he dies, so that headshot, the marks spread to everyone else, and then I'll switch back to sniper and just annihilate. And that's if they're not a one shot already. Most people are a one shot. So yeah, that's what I run. Sentry's Call harness, Sentry's Call classified, the whole lot, all it with firearms mods, crit hit chance. I could probably take them off now. I've got discipline on sniper, and probably maybe go for like skill power for extra damage on the booster shot, something like that. So there I've got like pulse hit damage for performances. But let's just show you guys in action here. Yeah. Okay. So what I would do, I've got pulse and booster shot on at the moment, just to show you guys. The marks don't actually come up on these targets, so you just have to envision a mark. So it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now you can see my damage is doubled to headshot, which is mega. Look, I'm doing 130k with a pistol. Okay. And that lasts for quite a while. So then I'll switch to my sniper. There you go, look, 1.4 million non-crit, just under 2 million critical hits. That's just with the 6 marks. And then you pop the pulse, you pop the booster shot. Look at that. 2.3 million on the dummy. So that's with no damage to elites. It's crazy. I mean, a lot's going to change in 1.8 because the Hunter's Faith set is getting remade and it's going to be pretty awesome, the Hunter's Faith. And I'll do another build on that when that comes out. That's going to be insane damage with the Hunter's Faith 6-piece. That's pretty much it, really. It's actually a really simple build. It's just literally getting out there and dropping these classified pieces of gear and the mods that you need. But I would say the mods on the sniper were the most important part of this build. So you're going for like max rolls on crits there, crit damage and headshot damage. You want to go for max rolls. And I mean all your gear. You want to go for damage to elites and obviously crit hit damage. Unfortunately you can't get headshot damage on gear, but you can get crit chance, crit damage. Look at that, that's the perfect set of gloves right there. 1401 firearms, crit hit chance, marksman rifle damage and crit hit damage. That is the perfect set of gloves. It's just a shame about the armor, but it doesn't make much of a difference. crit hit damage on the backpack too. So that's pretty much the build, guys. It's really easy, really easy to use if you wanna be swapping out sort of. Hang on. So what I'll do is if I'm in the world or whatever, what I'm doing, and I come up and there's loads of enemies that spawn that come out, shields up straight away, just going straight for them headshots, marking them up. The marks will spread to all the other enemies, and I'll throw it away, and I'll switch to sniper and just ping them, bang, bang. You can't even see that fucker. So yeah, that's it. And most enemies are a one shot. So if we just tell you what, I'll show you guys. I'll show you. If the recording's a bit laggy, I am sorry. I'm not rocking the best of systems at the moment.
This is about taking the Rikers out at the knees. There's no one who can replace Lorraine Barrett. She's the one who organized the escape to Manhattan.
Okay.
They're holding 3 of my people.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to bang them all. I'm going to show you what I mean.
Alright. Get them out first, but don't jeopardize the mission. We're going in on your heels. Jailbreak ends here.
There you go. 6 marks he has there. Woo! 6 marks. And it's spreadlet, so some have 2, some have none. And then what I'll do, I'll get into cover, switch to the sniper. Ideally I'll have more health, but wow. Okay. So now that all their marks are here, because I've taken too long, it's been a right slow bastard, but bastard. Stop moving. So there you have it. I didn't even get to show you what it's like with 6 marks. So, but it hurts. It hurts a lot. I'm hitting some with 6 marks, a booster and a pulse. I'm hitting some elites for like 3.5 million. Crazy deeps. Crazy deeps. So yeah, thanks for watching. Good luck.